Kia ora team, my name's Ben and today we are looking at the femur. We're going to get the stink optimal resolution notification up on the video now. Unlucky. Alright, the femur. The femur is the longest bone in our body, and when I look at it, the way I know which way is medial and lateral is I look at the head. So at the top here, this is the head of the femur. Let's label that. And the head of the femur has to be medial, because the head of the femur is going to sit in the acetabulum, so therefore it's got to go medially into the acetabulum, or our hip's going to be dislocated. So whenever you see the head, you know you've got the medial aspect of the femur. Below the head, we've got the neck, so this is good so far. Then we've got a big bumpity bit and a little bumpity bit. So elsewhere in the body, a big bumpity bit was a tuberosity, and maybe a smaller one would be a tubercle. But for some reason, the femur thinks it's more scucks than everyone else, so it's got its own name. So we call it the greater trochanter, greater being the big one, and then the lesser trochanter is the smaller one. Then we've got this line running between the trochanters, so let's call that the intertrochanteric line. Inter means between, the trochanters line. Oh, sorry to keep you up there, Louis. Alright, so because we're looking at the front or the anterior aspect, so we can't see it, but on the back we've got the linea aspera. So the linea aspera is this long line, linear, and that rises up like a ridge. If we have aspirations, they come up, so our linea aspera is a ridge that comes up, and that's an insertion point for lots of muscles along the thigh. Then coming down, this is the anterior surface. So the thing that sits on the front of the knee is the kneecap, which is our patella. So the patella surface is right there. Then when we look at a bone and it's thin in the shaft, and then at the end or the epiphysis it spreads out, the reason it does that is if we have a thin piece of bone taking a lot of weight, it's going to snap. So when a bone spreads out to bear weight, they're called condyles. So we've got two condyles, one either side. We know which way is medial because the head of the femur is medial. So down here would be the medial condyle, which means this side is our lateral condyle. Good. Over and above means epi. So over and above our lateral condyle, this little bump here will be our lateral epicondyle, and then over and above our medial condyle is our medial epicondyle. And then we've got this extra bump on the medial side that we don't have on the lateral side, and a little bump is a tubercle. And then if we think of what muscles are on the inside in our groin, and they're our adductors. So our adductor tubercle is that bump right there. Okay, and now we have all the landmarks we need for the femur. Boom!